Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It is day 5 of sumo. It is my sports day. I'm really tired, but we're gonna get through this. We had a good day. The white team won, which was my students were part of the white team, and they mostly had a really good day. One of my girls was running, and she dropped the baton and her relay, and she was really upset because she thought maybe it would cause the whole team to lose and blah blah blah. Drama, always some drama. But yeah, it was overall a fun day. It was really nice weather, no rain, not too hot. It's still May, obviously. And then I got to come home an hour early and get to see some live sumo. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, all the day 5 matchups, we're about to go over it. And then we'll jump ahead and look to see who's fighting on day 6. Now, day 6, I've had a really long week, and I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. That just means that I'll put up highlights if you're a Patreon person on Saturday morning, and you'll get to see every match in the top division in probably 3 videos, and you just have to wait a little bit longer. And unless something crazy happens, if Hoshoru loses or Onosato loses or there's some big upset on I'll still DVR it, but it would be nice just to have a night off, and that might mean not doing this either. This is less work than the making the videos, so maybe I'll still have some energy to do this. But if you don't see me tomorrow and there's no day 6 Sumo Summary Show, you know why. Okay, but I'll be back on Saturday for sure, for sure. Let's jump in. All right. Nobody, I think, pulled out today. Let's double check. Oh, Koto Sho in the Maegashira. If he's on your team, I think that one guy who was trying to get like the worst record, he's coming back on day 6. So tomorrow on Friday he'll be back. So that's good news. Whatever was ailing him was temporary, and he's going to try to make his way back in. Okay, the other news today, and I guess I'll jump over to Patreon to do this, is Hokto Fuji, the former Komusubi, was down in Jurio, not fighting well, went down to Makushita, and as we thought, he announced his retirement today on day 5. He was part of the stable with that man, Okinoumi, and Hakakubeya, and he's got elder stock, and he's going to become a coach and then maybe open his own stable one day. I believe he's 32 years old, and he was in 10 years in the pro ranks. So he went to one of the famous universities, which is why he didn't start until he was like 22 or something. Anyway, yeah, he was always a lot of fun to watch. Tenacious fighter, never won a U show, but he was runner-up twice, had a bunch of kimboshi, I think like 7 of them. And little piece in this video, if you're a Patreon member, you can watch it. Murray kind of, translates as he does a little interview and talks a little bit about him in this video that I caught from today. And then we just got into the matches. Uh, I was watching live on the couch, so they're all broken down into individual videos. But in the first 5 days, I put up 40 videos, and some of the videos have more than one match, so that's pretty good coverage, I feel, for the first 5 days, and on we go to the second 5 days starting tomorrow. Okay, let's see who did win and lose here on day 5. We'll start down in Jurio, and well, let's just check really quick and see if Enho fought back-to-back days. Aqua, who's doing the bow twirling, got a win. He's now 2-1. I don't know if getting promoted to uh Jurio means he can't bow twirl anymore, if anyone knows. Let me know. Asanoyama. Of course, he, hurt himself again and is now down in Makushita, but he's winning. He's 2-1 at MS 14. No, I don't think Enho fought today. So he'll probably fight tomorrow. Okay, jumping up to the Jurio, sorry, Jurio. So Mita lost. That was a big one. So he's off the leaderboard. And Nabatame lost. So both of these guys started the day at 4-0, both suffering their first loss of the tournament. Tohaku improves to 4-1. Anybody else in that? Koto Eho lost. So all the leaders undefeated lost, it feels like, here on day five. And Kusano won, so he's now 4-1. So yeah, the 4-1 mark now is the leader, the top amount to have in Jurio. Okay, up to the top division. Now, you can tell by the color, but before I scroll down, if I had asked you, what do you think Maegashira 16 Nishikigi's record is going to be on day five? I don't think you would have said 5-0. He's obviously having a great first start of his tournament, and he beat Tochi Taikai, the man making his debut, and he's at 5-0. He's on the leaderboard, and that's not going to last, but good for him. He is 35, so he's one of the older guys, or 34 going on 35. His highest career rank. Oh, he's been as high as Komusubi. Wow, see, I don't even remember that. That had to have been a while ago. He got the Coto Sho with an 11-4 back in September of 2024. And yeah, he's just sort of stuck around. This 3-12 obviously was disastrous, which put him way down at the brink. But he's obviously fighting well. This tournament, five straight wins. Let's see how long ago it was that he was Komusubi. Uh, Shikun Show there at M1 to go 10-5. Oh, there you go. And that put him at Komusubi. And maybe he made his Komusubi debut before that. I think it tells you. Oh, good Lord, now you gotta go way down. Sanyaku debut. Yeah, Sanyaku. No, that was his Sanyaku debut, September 2023. Okay. So, and Waka Ikari from the Juryo division is in his stable. But there you go. Just having a great bus show. So maybe he'll put up double digits. Maybe he'll be in line for a special prize. We shall see. All right. So Kaio got his first win of the tournament against Takara Fuji. Asakoru goes to 4-1. He's looking sharp. Roga's 4-1. That's great for me. He's on my team. Ryuden now 3-2, beating Toki Hayate. Tommy Fuji 3-2 after losing to Satanomi, who improves to 3-2. Endo suffering his first lost to Takanosho. Meisei beat Shishi. Shishi's now 0-5. And even though he's way up at M11, if he doesn't get some wins, he's going to be heading back down to Jurio. Midori Fuji has a little bit more of a buffer since he's at M9, but he's also 0-5, losing to Ao Nishiki today, who used quite an inventive little Uchimuso move, which is kind of a tapping on the inner part of the leg, kind of tapping on the inside of the knee, just destabilize your opponent as you pull them down. Uh, so yeah, if you can see that match, fun Kimarite there. Kim Bozan, Maegashira 8 beat Shodai, the former Ozeki. Haku Oho maintains his perfect record. Oshidashi win over Chirana Umi. Onokatsu beat Tobizaru. Both men are now 3-2. Ura got his first win, beating Chiyoshoma, who's 0-5. So both men entered that match 0-4. One of them was going to get his first win, and it was Ura. Ichi Yamamoto 3-2 by beating Oshoma. Then probably a little bit of an upset, even though Abi's higher ranked. Abi beating Takeda Fuji with actually not that much difficulty. So he's now 2-3. Takeda Fuji's 3-2. Takayasu is not looking like he's probably going to be able to maintain his Komusubi rank. He lost to Wakamoto Haru, and that's his first win of the Basho. His brother, though, Wakataka Kage at Komusubi, is doing much better. He's at 4-1 now with a nice kubi nage. That kubi means neck, so kind of a neck throw, if you will, over Kirishima, the Sekewake. Oho could not bounce back from losing yesterday. He lost again today to Daisho, who's just laser focused on getting wins to get his Ozeki promotion. Kotozakura now 3-2, just above 500 by beating Hirata Umi. Onosato maintains his perfect record by beating Tamawashi. Uh, Very easy match for Onosato, to be honest. And Hoshoru, a little bit of a problem with Gonoyama in the end, but he gets the win. Uwate Dashinage to go to 3-2, and Gonoyama winless at 0-5. Now, two losses, Hoshoru could finish the tournament 13-2, and that would win you most Yusho. So it's not like he's out of the game yet or what, he's two behind Onosato right now, but there's a lot of sumo left to go. So he's got plenty of time to how should we say, to stack up more wins. But he's got some tough opponents, obviously, in the second week, Onosato being primary among those. And the fact is, we just didn't, we kind of just didn't want him to lose to another Maegashira ranked wrestler today. That would have been another Kimboshi. It would have been kind of embarrassing, I think, for him if he had lost today. So I really did feel like that was a must win for him. And we'll look at a moment who he's going to fight tomorrow. Okay, so let's look at the leaderboard. It's smaller, a little bit smaller now because Endo lost, but everybody else maintained. Nishkigi, Hakuoho, Daisho, and Onosato all won today. So quite a range of ranks there from the very top to the almost the very bottom. And those four guys are at the front. And down in Jurio, the 4-1 record is now the best record, and five guys share that record. So it's wide open down in Jurio at the moment. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Let's look at day. Well, let's look at the standings before we do day six. So over on the contest page, Norseman maintains his hold on the first place with his team there. Just very impressive picks. And then we only had three people in second place yesterday, I think. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just the way the matches turned out today. Now we have 18 people tied for second place with 26 points. So just a ton of people. Uh, Twirl my bow, bro. That's a great name. Uh, you know, uh, all doing really well. Lots of sumo to go, though, as we just said. Then third place, 33 people. And I am in this fourth place group with 56 people. Right there, I am. Okay. So, yeah, having fun rooting for my guys. And who didn't win for me today? Let's see. Onosato, Kirishima didn't. Oh, and Takeda Fuji. So two of my guys lost, but I got three wins early in the day, and then Onosato won. So yeah, I'm at 24. Okay. All right, so back over to see who is fighting tomorrow. Go to day six for Jurio. Guy up from Makushita to fight. Uh, 4-1 versus 1-4. 4-1 Mita versus Sudagisho. 4-1 Namatame versus another guy who's 1-4. Ueho has a 1-4 opponent. Very interesting. And number two, Jurio 2, Fujiseun, taking on Jurio and Kusino in the final match on day six. Be interesting to see if Mitakeumi, the former Ozeki, can get his Kachikoshi here in the Jurio division because he's at Jurio 1 and then thus get promoted back up to the top division. All he really has to do is get an 8-7, and that's pretty much guaranteed. But right now he's under 500. He's 2-3. So a win here over Shirokuma on day six would even him out at 3-3. Let's keep an eye on him a little bit. All right, going up to the top division for Friday, May 16th. And we're going to start with Asakoru versus Nishkigi. This is a fun matchup. 4-1 versus 5-0. Roga's got Kaio. There's Koto Shoho back. 0 wins, 0 losses, 5 absences is what that means. He's got Takanosho on his first day back. 3-2 Atami Fuji against 3-2 Meisei. Aonishiki has the former Ozeki Shodai. Look at this. Shishi versus Midori Fuji. Both men 0-5. One of them's going to get their first win. Endo has Kimbozan. Onokatsu against Oshoma. Ura trying for win number 2 against Haku Oho. That would be one I probably would put on the channel if I wasn't taking the day off. But see, you're going to see it. If you're a Patreon member, just be in highlights on Saturday morning. 0-5 versus 1-4. Oof. Abi has Oho. Then we get up to our top. Oh, Komusubi Clash on day 6. Takayasu taking on Wakataka Kage. Then Daisho Hirada Umi. Kirishima versus Wakamoto Haru. Onosato up first for the Ozeki against Gono Yama. Wow, just look at who poor Gono. What rank is he right now? He's a Maegashira 2. Sekewake, Komusubi, K, Tamawashi, Yokozuna, Ozeki. So he's had a very rough, with the exception of the Tamawashi match, who's obviously a very good wrestler. He's had a really tough first week and has yet to win. Although he was in that match today, there was a moment where he could have won, maybe. But let's see what he has for the Ozeki tomorrow. Koto Zakura, Takeda Fuji, that's a fun one as well in the penultimate match. And then Hoshoru against the wily veteran Tamawashi. Does he have something up his sleeve? And again, nine of his 15 matches, I can say this. If Tamawashi wins, it's a Kimboshi. So Hoshoru will do his best to get that win. Alrighty, so that is what to look forward to for Friday. Uh, like I said, I this isn't so tough, right? I just gotta kind of get up the energy after dinner and chores and things like that. When you live alone, is well, I'm not gonna say many of you do. Some of you do, I'm sure. Uh, you know, the laundry only gets done if I do it. The dishes only get done if I do it. And I'm not a clutter person. I like my apartment to be clean and tidy. I'll let a few dishes rack up, but I pretty much get my stuff done every day. And I have a tiny washing machine in Japan. It really is rather small, and my clothes are rather big. So this is a Charger shirt that I like. Um, so I can't wash a whole lot, and so I kind of end up having to do laundry almost every day. And I don't have a dryer. Most people in Japan don't have a dryer. Um, Definitely, I'd say well over 70% of people don't have a dryer. You either hang your clothes outside, or I have a rack that these doors are hiding that's in that room that I put my stuff up, when I before I go to bed, and then it dries while I'm at work, and then I come home, and it's especially as it gets warmer in the house when I'm gone every day. During the winter, it can take a while. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but there you go. So I'm saying all that in the sense that, yeah, even though I might not have to post any videos tomorrow, I still have to do some stuff. Although I can relax a little bit. Don't have to get up super early Saturday morning. It's a day off work. And I just have to get up and put up those highlight vids. So I will for sure do that. You can trust me on that for Patreon people. And of course, Saturday I'll be back on the couch live to watch all the good matches and probably try to pick up a couple of Jurio matches as well. Okay, so maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I won't. But if not, definitely come back on Saturday. I'll see you then for day 7 if I don't see you on day 6. Take care of yourselves. Peace.